In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at some conversions between metric and imperial, 4 different examples. And then I'm going to talk about something called unit analysis in 3 of them. I guess I could have done it in all 4, but I'm only going to use 3 of them. So the first one, it says convert 15 inches to centimeters. So the first thing you need to know is what's the relationship between inches and centimeters. So 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So to convert from inches to centimeters, there's 2.54 centimeters in every inch. So if you're going from inches to centimeters, we would multiply by 2.54. If we were doing the opposite and going from centimeters to inches, we would instead divide by 2.54. And I'll show you using some proportions another way to know when to divide, when to multiply. So the one way to do this, since we're going from inches to centimeters, okay, inches to centimeters, we're going this way. We multiply by 2.54. So 15, and I'll bring my calculator over here for some of these. So 15 times 2.54, so that's 38.1. So 15 inches is 38.1 centimeters. Now another way, if you forget, well, do I multiply? Do I divide? Another way to do this is to set up a proportion. So, and you still need to know that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So on one side of the proportion, you put the 1 inch and the 2.54 centimeters. And now we're converting 15 inches to centimeters. And notice my 2 inches are both on top. The centimeters are both going to be in the denominator and the bottoms. Now, if you want, you could put the centimeters on top and the inches on the bottom. It will give you exactly the same answer. It doesn't matter which way you set it up. But you can't put centimeters on top here and inches on top over here. Okay, they have to be in the same order. So let's get rid of that one. So I'm going to cross multiply here, and I'm going to drop the units, but afterwards I'm going to talk about the unit analysis. So x times 1 is 1x, and that would equal the product of 2.54 and the 15. So in order to find x, we're just multiplying 2.54 by 15, and of course that's the same calculation I did up here, so we should get 38.1 centimeters again. So if you set up the proportion, it's another way to tell whether you're multiplying or dividing. Some of these examples you'll see some dividing. So for example number 2, now we're converting centimeters to inches, and centimeters to inches, I'm going to divide by 2.54. So if you're using just the convert, it's called the conversion factor. We would take 60 and divide it by 2.54. And of course, here's my calculator again. 60 divide 2.54. So that's equal to about 23.6 inches. So there's my 23.6 inches. So if you want to set up a proportion again, my 1 inch is the same as 2.54 centimeters. Now, it's 60 centimeters. So see, my centimeters are in the denominator at the bottom. So I'll put my 60 centimeters here, my unknown on top of it. So when we cross multiply, this x gets multiplied by the 2.54, and that would equal the product of the 1 and the 60. And again, I'm going to drop the units here, but I'll talk about them afterwards. So in order to solve for x here, I would divide out the 2.54. So see, this is going to divide out like this. And so to get x, well, 1 times 60 is just 60. So it's really just 60 divided by 2.54, which is the same thing we did up here. So we should get 23.6 inches again. Example number 3. We're asked to convert 750 milliliters to cups. So you need to know the connection between cups and milliliters. So 1 cup is 250 milliliters. So in order to go from cups to milliliters, I'd be multiplying by 250. If I was instead going from milliliters to cups, then I'd be dividing by 250. So I'm going from milliliters to cups, so I'm going from here to here, so I'm dividing by 250. So 750 divided by 250 is 3, so that's exactly 3 cups. I'm not going to bother to do the proportion for this one, but it would be the same idea. So example number 4, change 43 feet into meters. And so we need again to know the connection between feet and meters. And there's 2 common ways to write it, and I'm going to show you how they really are the same thing. So you can write that what 1 foot is in meters. 1 foot is 0.3048 meters. Or you can write what 1 meter is in feet. 1 meter is 3.28 feet. Okay, those actually mean the same thing, and I'll show you why they're the same thing in a moment. So if I was going from feet to meters here, I'd be multiplying by 0.3048. If I was going from meters to feet, I would be dividing by 0.3048. If I'm using this one to go from meters to feet, I would be multiplying by 3.28. If I was instead going from feet to meters, then I'd be dividing by 3.28. So I'm going to do both of these here. So for the top one, I'm going to use the 0.3048 conversion factor here. So I'm going feet into meters. So feet into meters. So I'm going to follow this arrow and multiply by 0.3048. And let's bring the, well, actually, I'll do this, do the times 0.3048, which gives me 13.1. So that'd be 13.1 meters. Or we could instead use this one here. So for this one, now we're going from feet into meters. We're going from feet into meters. So I would be dividing by 3.28. So if I bring my calculator back again, see 43 divide 3.28 is the same thing. It's still 13.1. Now, if we look at those decimals, now it's not right out to the, let's see now, the, thousands or 10,000s or something like this. 13.106, 13.1097. It's just because I could make this conversion factor longer. It's not exactly 0.3048. There are other decimals, but keeping 4 decimals here or 3 here is sufficient for most purposes to be pretty accurate. Now, I could instead use the proportion. Okay, 1 meter is 3.28 feet. I used this one. I could have used this one. It wouldn't matter. So 1 meter is 3.28 feet. So I'm trying to go feet into meters. So see, the 43 is feet. So I'll put it in the bottom because feet's on the bottom here. And so my denominator, my meters I'm trying to find is my unknown. So I'm going to leave that on top here. So cross multiplying, x times 3.28 would equal 1 times 43. And so I'll divide out the 3.28. So those 3.28s are going to divide out. They're gone like that. And so basically to find x, 1 times 43 is just 43. It's 43 divided by 3.28. Same thing I did right here. So it should get 13.1 meters again. Now, so that's the end of conversions. Now I'm going to talk about the unit analysis in examples 1, 2, and 4 here. And see, I dropped the units from this step to this step or this step to this step, but if you leave the units in, you can see why the answer is inches or centimeters or feet or meters, whatever it is. So this first one, to go from here to here, okay, so this is the cross multiplying step, same as the one I did here, but I left in the units. So it's 1 inch times x is equal to the product of 2.54 centimeters and 15 inches. And so I'm trying to isolate or solve for x here. So what I would do to solve for x here is I would divide out the inch or the 1 inch. 1 inch would be the same thing, just like x and 1x are the same thing. So what happens here is these inches divide out, so x is the product of this. Now, notice over here, this is actually just algebra. Okay, we're doing metric and imperial conversions, but this is actually algebra, why the units work out the way they do. See, this inch unit here and this inch unit here will also divide out. So x is actually the product of 15 and 2.54 centimeters. That's why the answer is centimeters. And so 15 times 2.54, that is the same thing we did here to get the 38.1. But that is why the answer is in centimeters. So if you leave the units in and divide out the units that divide out, you can see why the answer is inches or centimeters or whatever it is. Second one here, so this was my cross multiplying step here. But so I'm going to leave the units in. So x times the 2.54 centimeters is equal to the product of the 1 inch here and the 60 centimeters. And I want to isolate for x, so I'm going to divide out the 2.54 centimeters, and of course those will divide out. And over here you see this centimeter and this centimeter would divide out. So x would equal, now 60 times 1 inch would be 60 inches. And we're dividing it by 2.54. Well, these are the same numbers we used here. So we should get 23.6. And you see, that's why the answer is in inches, because that's the only unit that's left. So 23.6 inches. Last one here, number 4. Again, I'm going to cross multiply from here. So same line as this, except with the units left in. So x gets multiplied by 3.28 feet. And that would equal the product of the 1 meter here and the 43 feet. So I want to isolate for x. So just like here, I divide by 3.28, except it's 3.28 feet because I've got my units here too. So the 3.28 feet will divide out. And over here you see the feet, the FTs divide out. So x is the product of 43 and 1 meter. So 43 times 1 meter would be 43 meters. Divided by 3.28, well, that's the same calculation we did here with the numbers. And see, this is why the answer is 13.1 meters, because that's the unit that's left. So that's a little bit about unit analysis. If you leave the units in, you can see why the answer is that particular unit in the end. And that's the end of the tutorial.